Get started on the video. Bunch of level 100s. Like I said, I grind this game, so 2 season Necro and Rogue. We'll go with the Rogue just for this. It doesn't be a Rogue video. Alright guys, we are in right now. Make sure you have the Lucky Hit Chance potion popped, because like I said, RNG based. And here we go. We'll see you after the clear. Now you should be able to get at least 3 poison traps here before she goes into her second phase. This is just going to help with your stagger. I'm sure you get that stagger bar up. There we go. Whoops. Wait until she does her runs. Sit here and look pretty. There we go. You're going to poison trap right here. And she's dead. So now that we have the clear, guys, I'm going to go over the gear. A bunch of you wanted in the video, bunch of comments, so let's get to it. So for the headpiece, I went with one with Mangler's Doom. Aspect, dealing direct damage to vulnerable enemies has a 41% chance to daze them for 2 seconds, which is adding them to the stagger bar, pretty much the stagger bar. This build is all rotated around her stagger bones. So 8% cooldown reduction, 18% crowd control duration, ranks to imbuement, and basic skill attack speed just for your region. For the chest piece, I went with Exploiters. Aspect, you have 20% increased crowd control duration automatically. We don't really care about the unstoppable because Lilith's she's not unstoppable like every other boss. I went with a max damage chest here. If I could, I would replace the physical damage with poison damage. But yeah, imbuement skill damage, imbued skill damage, poison damage would be better than physical, but this is what I got. This is another key aspect to the build for the gloves. The Lucky Hit Chance is just straight Lucky Hit Chance for daze, immobilize, health, and primary resource, and you just get a little extra damage with the legendary aspect right there to deal extra damage. Like I said, immobilize daze adds to her stagger bar. For the pants, disobedience, number one thing, I went with a damage pants here. You can go with your with more DR if you want to. You don't need the poison trap. I just do it because I like it. It's nice. Like I said, for jewels, all ruby. Now we're getting down to the boots. For the boots, you want the penitent greaves. Like I said, leaves behind the trail, which adds to her stagger bar. So you gotta be really careful when you have her close to stagger. Do not stand under her with this, or this will automatically stagger her. We're going to move down to the weapon. You definitely want a crossbow. A crossbow is going to give you that extra 21% vulnerable damage. Plus the vulnerable damage you can have on it. Vuln damage, dexterity, crit strike damage, and core skill damage is what you're looking for. You could play around with core skill damage and close damage. That's another one that could be replaced. I got the corruption aspect on it. Your imbuement skills, which your skills are all going to be imbued, have an 80% increased potency. It gets vulnerable, and she's always going to be vulnerable due to your puncture and due to your exploit glyph. So after this, we will go up to the necklace. The necklace, we got the Wrathful Heart that gives you damage over time, increased damage to your damage over time effects. And also, while they're staggered or unstoppable, which the bosses are, you do an extra 150% damage with your damage over time effects, your poison pretty much. And then you're looking for movement speed, cooldown reduction, energy cost, and imbuement skills. For one of your rings, this is your rings you want, like I said, very RNG with lucky hit. Lucky hit chance, vulnerable damage, crit strike damage, and crit strike chance. For this one, I have the Venoms aspect, which critical strikes with poison imbued skills have up to a 10% chance to create a toxic pool that deals extra damage. Poison damage over 3 seconds with enemies within. While staying in the pool, your poison imbuement skill has no charge and no cooldown. So you can always just keep up your imbued poison right here. Poison imbuement. Now for the other ring, we're going with the inner calm aspect, just because you're not moving while you're hitting Lilith. So it's just extra 30% damage right there at that point. And then, like I said, critical strike, damage, lucky hit chance, vulnerable, and crit strike chance. And then for your devious heart, you get cutthroat for slow, 39% chance up to 40, which will go add to the stagger bar. And then your marksman skills, which is your puncture. So your puncture does knockback, so it just adds to your stagger bar as well. And then, I'm sorry, I went over the vicious heart here. It gives them 6 stun grenades, 20% chance for 6 stun grenades, which stuns them, which adds to the stagger bar. For your unique dagger you want, just for the attack speed mostly and the lucky hit chance right here, Ashira's Conjure, I believe that's how you pronounce it. If I'm wrong, please post in the comments, let me know how to actually pronounce it. Like I said, just more attack speed, lucky hit chance. You want Vuln gems on all these emeralds. And then with your secondary dagger, you want the Twisting Blades aspect, Blade Dancers, Orbit, short duration, dealing 15% damage returning to you. It's just overall a good aspect. Well, that is that. Now we'll go to the abilities. We'll go to first, we'll do the skill tree, and then we'll go to the Paragon. So the skill tree, go up here, puncture, enhanced puncture, fundamental puncture. Then for the second one, we'll go with Twisting Blades, max that out. And we'll go enhanced Twisting Blades for the damage and for the daze aspect for over here, so we can add to our stagger bar with that. We want 1 in Sturdy, 3 into Siphoning Strikes. For your critical strikes against close enemies, have 75% chance to heal you. Then we'll get Shadow Step, and then only take 2 into that for the increased critical strike chance against them by 8% for 3 seconds, which is always good right before she goes into her stagger. To pop that, but right before your intercom, so your intercom can regen. Then you have Weapon Mastery, 3 into Weapon Mastery, 1 into Dash, just for the beginning of the fight. Then we'll go down here to your Poison Trap. You want to max that out. Well, you don't have to max it out. 1 and then 4 into Poison Trap is what I have. Then you go into Enhance Poison Trap and then Subverting Poison Trap just for the increased damage. This also adds to the stagger bar, knocks down enemies for 2.28 seconds. You want to take 3 into Exploit and then 3 into Malice. We make our way down here. This is the main core part of the build right here, your Poison Imbuement. Poison Imbuement into Enhanced Poison Imbuement for increased duration, and then Critical Strikes with Poison Imbued skills deal 75% increased poison damage with the blended Poison Imbuement. Then we'll go down here because you have Chilled. Chilled enemies, you deal 15 increased damage to Chilled, which your boots chill. I don't know if that works really for Lilith. I know Lucky and Nick 2, they have it in this, so I'll have to ask it with them. Or you could go to their channel and check them out as well. They have a full D4 plan for it, for this build. Then we'll make it down here. Innervation 3, we'll go to Alchemist Fortune 3 for Lucky Hit Chance. This pretty much is all Lucky Hit Chance right here. That's what you want. And then Trap Mastery for your Poison Trap. Gain 12% and critical strict chance against vulnerable and crowd-controlled enemies. And then for your last one, you're looking for close quarters combat because you're always going to be close quarters here. You're not going to be far away unless you're stacking up your puncture for her stagger. As we make it into the Paragon tree, we're going to start. Let me get over there real quick. First one right here, I'll let you all look. I won't post in there to cause you not to see any things. Your first glyph socket's going to be closer, just for the 92% cutthroat skill damage, and while wielding for damage reduction, pretty much. For your second one, the second tree you want to take is the Deadly Ambush board. Just overall, just a great legendary node. For the glyph, you're wanting the Bane glyph, 97% poison damage. Just amazing. Poison damage effects have 10% chance to deal double the amount of damage over their duration. And then as we go to the third board, we are going to take the Cheap Shot board. But we're not going to grab the legendary node here. For the glyph, you're going to take the Tracker glyph for the 77.2 damage to poison enemies, and poison damage effect lasts 33% longer. That is a really good one for this build. For your fourth board, like I said, this is for level 100. It's not for the level 95. This is if you're level 100 and you have all your Paragon points for endgame Lilith build. Right here, you're wanting to take the No Witness Paragon board. And then for your glyph, you're wanting to take the Exploit glyph, just for that vuln damage, and when enemies is damaged by you, they become vulnerable. Again, another good board. Next board is going to be the Cunning Stratagem, I believe that's how you pronounce it, with the glyph Turf. So Turf, 97% damage to close enemies. You're always going to be close. That's just extra damage at that point, and damage reduction. And for your last board right here, you're wanting to take the Exploit Weakness along with the Combat Glyph. 87%, 87.1 critical strike damage, along with skills that critically restore 12% of your energy costs, which you're always going to be doing that. You're always spamming Twisting Blades and Puncture. And I believe that is all. That we got the Paragon board, we got the skill tree, and we have the kill pretty much right there. So like I said, guys, I greatly appreciate your support. My two videos got over 2,000 views. I never thought they'd go past 500 to 1,000. So again, I greatly appreciate the love and support that you all are showing, coming in and just supporting me. I know I'm new to YouTube, but this is just making me I'm just extremely happy with you guys, and just all the love that's coming in, and the support for this. So if you guys have any questions about any parts of the build, anything, you can ask me, or you can go to Nick2 or Lucky. I'll make sure to tag them in the comments. And again, thank you very much, guys. You all have a wonderful day. And until next time, goodbye.